Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with, I think we say old friend now, Nate Vasquez, head trainer for Chris Eubank Jr. We were here obviously last week and spoke to you then just about how you guys came together. I want to ask you a bit more today about the camp itself. So just tell us a bit about the structure of the camp, how long it's been, and how you've kind of tapered it as you've gone forward.
Initially, I came here in November, worked with Chris, and we weren't working hard. We were just working fundamentals and stuff like that. So came out, went back Christmas and came directly back here, and from 8 weeks on, we got 8-week full camp. So we've just been working hard.
And do you oversee everything? So the strength and conditioning side, are you talking to the S&C guys? Are you kind of working with Ronnie as well? How does it kind of collaboration?
Me and Ronnie always work together. As far as the strength and conditioning guys, I've been to some of the things and seen what he's working on, and it's fine with me. I just didn't want him, overdoing it. So everything's going well, just as planned. So. And
how does the relationship with yourself and Ronnie work? So who takes responsibility for which areas of training, basically?
Me and Ronnie are great. We sit and talk. We talk in the corner, even in the car on the way back home, all the way. He gives me rides, so we sit and talk. We're on the same page. As far as in the ring, I'll talk, and then he'll talk, or he'll, we'll be talking outside the ring, seeing stuff, and he'll tell it to me, and I'll tell him, that's the way it's got to work.
And when you guys are in the gym, is it fair to say it's more sort of you're the hands-on guy, you're doing a lot of pad work and that kind of thing, and Ronnie's more outside the ring watching, giving advice?
Yes, exactly. Ronnie's a great guy, loyal as they come in boxing. He's just older, and that comes with age. But like Ronnie is an old boxer himself. Once you're in the game, you're in the game forever. And he loves it. And I'm in here, I do the mitts since he can't move around. His input, his input's just as good as mine.
And you've clearly embraced working together. It seems like it's going really well. Before you actually met and came into the gym, were you at all apprehensive about coming into a camp where a guy had been with the fighter his whole career and you were coming in kind of fresh?
Of course. You always are like that because you don't know how they're going to accept you in the gym. But Ronnie accepted me with open hands. And he likes what I'm teaching. So, and I told him, I was like, you're loyal. You've been here a lot longer than I have, so, your input is important. And he's like, thank you.
Yeah, he was equally praising you as well, so it's great to see you guys working so well together. We talked before about the sparring Chris has done. Part of that, we talked a lot about the sparring with Dennis Dillon, who's obviously the chief sparring partner, has been staying at his house with you guys. But he also did a lot of sparring with unbeaten Cody Davis. Just tell us a bit about those sparring sessions and what you made of Cody Davis as a fighter.
Great fighter. Big, super middleweight. Great fighter. He's going to be one to look out for here up and coming. He only has 10 fights. Had a couple fights fall out recently. He had some issues and couldn't make it down for the last parts of the camp, which was horrible. So we just wish him well right now.
And talking about the sparring, he couldn't make it down for the latter parts, but Dennis Dillon's obviously been here throughout. Just tell us a little bit about the work that Dennis has done and how beneficial it's been to have him over for the whole camp.
Dennis is great. Emulates DeGale perfectly, with the movement. Dennis is a real slick southpaw, throws a lot of punches. It's all about having someone in there that's going to be like your opponent. You can't fight and spar someone that's not going to be emulating your opponent's style. It's just not going to work, and Dennis is a perfect match.
And what's it been like, the three of you guys all living together in Chris Eubank's house? Well, we were asking Dennis earlier, he was saying you've been playing a lot of poker?
Oh, yeah, they play poker. I don't play. I played one time. I got to the finals and lost, and I don't like
heartbreaking.
I don't like losing my money. But it's great. I sit there and watch Netflix, TV all the time. It's chill. It's relaxed. We don't really talk boxing at the house because we live boxing. And every time you're in the gym, it's all boxing, it's all boxing. So you need to relax from it, you know. Besides me watching fights and Chris watching fights, it's it.
Although you're not officially kind of focusing on boxing while you're in his house, is there kind of half an eye on kind of what he's eating or if he's resting and that kind of thing?
He's getting a lot of rest. That's real important in a camp. You have to get rest. Eating, he's doing really good on eating. Like I said, I mean, he could eat whatever he wants. He's on weight already. I mean, he could go in today and weigh 168, you know. So he's eating clean and sleeping good and training great. So next week is all easy week and be all rested up and ready for Saturday.
As a trainer, obviously this is a big fight up at 168, but as you've said, he's on weight now. Most people think he could make middleweight still. Would you like to see him at middleweight? Would you think he might be more effective at middleweight because it's closer to where he would have to actually lose some weight for it?
160, there's a lot of big fights at 160. A lot of big money fights. You got Canelo, you got the Jacobs, you got, who else from?
Golovkin still.
Golovkin, and you have the Charlo. One of the Charlos is there. Great fights. But we'll see. After he wins this fight, I'd like to see him fight for a title at 68 and then go back down to 60.
Any particular champion at 68?
Not right now, not off point. I'd like to see him fight Caleb Plant. That'd be a good fight. I know Caleb real well, really good guy, but boxing's a business, Caleb.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best of luck for next week, and we hope to see you back in the UK for his next fight.
Yep, thank you.